What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another NFA video. Now, I decided to make this video over here because it's definitely more about the broader crypto market and kind of related to trust and different, exchanges and all the stuff that we kind of want to talk about, especially, all of the people that are invested in a lot of these places or invested in crypto in general. Because even if you aren't invested in exchanges, you still have a large effect as to what happens with these exchanges. So, for instance, if FTX crashes, when it did, and if it goes bankrupt, which it did, and Bitcoin gets affected, Solana gets affected, Terra Luna Classic gets affected, everything starts to drop a hell of a lot. And you're like, all right, well, what I'm holding shouldn't really be affected, but the overall price of it is definitely affected, whether you own it or not. It's just whether you own 100% of your crypto or no percent of your crypto, right? Because if you're in an exchange and that exchange collapses, you don't own any of it and they end up taking all of it, right? But if you have it in a wallet or you have it in a ledger, then it's your cryptocurrency, it's your keys, it's your crypto. But it definitely has a larger effect on the entire market. And when we think about this overall FTX situation, it all started because of a tweet, right? Yes, we understood the information behind the scenes. And if that information was not true, then we wouldn't have had the tweet affect so much, right? So I'll get into this in a little bit. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos over on this channel. I appreciate you guys watching over here. We try and do a video a day over here on the crypto market, on the stock market, on whatever we want to talk about. Mainly, there's a lot of focus around crypto, so that's why we're hovering around crypto. But I do want to talk about other forms of investments as well. It's just crypto is kind of more in the forefront right now. It's more right in front of our face. We kind of have tunnel vision and everything else is on the outside. So anyways, where this all started with FTX was with technically them making the wrong choices, right? But then CZ comes out and says, hey, I'm offloading all of my FTT token. I feel like they're over leveraged. I just can't deal with that. It's not something that I feel safe with. Kind of paraphrasing there. And by saying that, having 7 million, 8 million followers on Twitter, it gets a lot of people and gets crypto in kind of a panic because it's a large exchange. I mean, they have, billions of dollars that flow through there on a daily basis, similar to what you would see with Binance with, 14, 13 billion dollars that flows through there. So they say, hey, this is a problem. We end up seeing, people that get out of the position. Well, they get out of the position and it totals to like $6 billion that they have to pay back and all this other stuff. It's just way too much because they over leverage themselves. And he was telling the truth. He just made it known to everybody. Well, now that CZ has made that known and FTX has gone bankrupt and SBF is arrested somewhere, now you have a lot of attention that has turned, right? They've turned to different cryptocurrency platforms like crypto.com, and crypto.com came back with all the reserves saying, hey, look, this is where we are. All the things that you've been saying are not true. So this is where we stand. We're very, very strong, right? Now they're pushing to other attention. Well, what's going on with KuCoin? What's going on with Gate.io? What's going on with this platform? It seems like they're trying to draw everybody's attention away from Binance. So what does that do? It brings people directly to Binance. So people are looking at Binance and going, wait, what's happening here? As well as the fact that this whole situation may get more political than we want it to get, right? So if we go into Twitter, we're seeing that CZ Binance is trending. It has 2,000 some odd tweets. It's not crazy, but it does have 2,000 some odd tweets right after SBF has been arrested. And the reason why is because from what I've seen, there's possible money laundering here, CZ for possible money laundering, which is huge. And what does that remind me of, right? Well, it doesn't remind me of anything besides political attacks. We all know that within politics, within the government, their only issue with crypto is money laundering, drug deals, all these other things that are going on within crypto, right? So it brings me to the fact that the U.S. is pushing against, what CZ has, or who CZ has tried to attack, which is FTX. And FTX was a large donor of Democratic political parties, right? Of that party. So if you have one side that's being attacked, they're going to try and attack CZ who attacked that side. So it seems like it's getting a lot more political than it needs to get. But that's how the world works. When money flows through the government attacks the other side that's attacking that person that gave that money. So then they're going to go ahead and attack, and they're going to attack each other, and it's going to be a financial disruption within cryptocurrency, which will essentially lead to the point to where the government says, you know what, we need more regulation in crypto. And this is definitely what we see here. We need a ton more regulation in crypto with everything that's happened to Binance, that's happened to Voyager, that's happened to FTX, it's happened to all these different things, all these different places. And it's crazy to me because now I did expect some obviously shady things happening to Binance, how much they're pushing the view to other people. But for them to come back and say that Binance now has a money laundering scam or some sort of scheme or something, and you go into cryptocurrency, and yes, crypto is actually making a move because of the low inflation, low CPI data, but you can see that BNB is not really having the same impact. BNB is actually lower of an impact than what you would see with everything else. Bitcoin up 5%, Ethereum up about 7%, and you're seeing BNB that's barely up 1%, not even up 1%, almost up 1%. In the last 7 days, it's down 3.4%. So obviously there's an issue, and it's more political than people are seeing, because I think these attacks are politically driven because of the fact that they attacked a donor of the Democratic Party, and now you have to attack CZ, and he may not be a supporter of any party here, but the point is, he attacked one side of it, and now that takes away funding from one side. And I don't know what they were doing with that. I don't know how they were involved within that, but all I know is it seems like it's a little bit more political than I want to get into. So I'm not going to say that one side is better than the other. I'm not for any side. I'm for or pro good ideas. If you have a great idea, I'm all for it. And that's just technically my opinion if it's a great idea, but it doesn't mean that one side has better ideas than the other. But anyways, I don't want to make this channel political, but I do want to let you know that this might be a little bit more politically driven than we want. So anyways, CZ kind of being investigated for money laundering, and Binance may be in trouble from what I hear. And if Binance goes down, I know it's going to be very difficult for everybody in the crypto market. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. Is it interesting to you? What is your take on this whole Binance situation, money laundering situation, politically driven attacks situation? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.